Hi guys, I'm Seth, welcome back to Warthog Defense. A massive wave of Ukrainian drones is striking deep across Russian territory, from Belgorod in occupied Crimea. In Belgorod alone, one drone was intercepted, but failing shrapnel killed a civilian and injured several others. This isn't just an attack, it's psychological warfare from above. Here's what happened and why is just the beginning. A massive drone attack underway across multiple regions of Russia and occupied Crimea. Russian media and officials reported approaching Ukrainian drones across multiple regions overnight on July 17th, as Ukraine's military launched a wider drone attack on the western regions of Russia, including Moscow. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin claimed that Russian air defenses had shot down 3 drones approaching the capital around 3 a.m. local time. Sobyanin added that emergency workers were on scene, making no mention of any casualties or damage caused. In St. Petersburg, the Pulkovo airport temporarily suspended operations at 5 a.m. local time, Rosaviatsia reported, presumably amid approaching drones, as Russian airports have regularly experienced temporary ground halts amid Ukrainian attacks. The halt reportedly delayed the departure of at least 10 flights. Russian state media outlet TASS reported that drones were downed with electronic warfare systems east of St. Petersburg. In Smolensk Oblast, located south of St. Petersburg, one person was injured as 14 drones were downed over the region. Governor Vasily Anokan claimed closer to the front line. Belgorod Oblast Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov claimed that a Ukrainian drone attack killed 1 person and injured 6 in the city of Belgorod. 1 other person was allegedly injured in the region. In the city of Voronezh, Russian Telegram media channels reported that a drone had struck a residential building, injuring 3 children. Regional Governor Alexander Gusev claimed that at least 5 drones had been downed over the region, while in Kaluga Oblast, a 14-year-old girl was injured as 3 drones were allegedly downed over the region. Regional Governor Vladislav Shapshak claimed. Russia's defense ministry said that a total of 102 Ukrainian drones had been downed over various regions of the country. Ukraine regularly targets Russian regions along the front lines with drone attacks. Ukraine's military has not yet commented on the wider drone attacks. The reported Ukrainian attacks followed a series of Russian drone attacks on Ukraine's frontline region. In Nikopol, a double-tap attack injured 5 people, including 3 emergency workers. Earlier in the day, Russia also dropped a 500-kilo aerial bomb on shopping center in Donetsk Oblast, killing 2 and injuring 28 others. Russia continues to increase the severity of its own attacks on Ukrainian cities. The night prior, Russian forces launched waves of drones and missile circuits across Ukraine, leading to significant power outages and casualties in different regions, including western oblasts far from the front lines. Last week, President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Russia launched over long-range 1,800 drones towards Ukraine. The week saw a record Russian attack on July 9th, when Russian forces deployed 728 Shahed-type attack drones and decoys. As Russian attacks have continued to intensify, US President Donald Trump warned that Russian President Vladimir Putin has 50 days to strike a peace deal or face stiff tariffs from Washington. Trump said on July 16 that US Patriot air defense missiles bound for Ukraine are already en route, days after unveiling a new NATO-coordinated arms scheme for Kiev. In Kharkiv region, Ukrainian border guard UAV operators struck Russian positions and shelters and destroyed a field ammunition depot. Targeting Russian logistical positions in the rear is critical because it cripples their ability to sustain frontline operations. Destroying supply depots, ammo stockpiles, fuel convoys and transport routes cuts off the lifeline for troops at the front. Without resupply, Russian units can't fight, maneuver or hold ground. It creates chaos, delays offensives and forces Russia to stretch its resources thinner, making every operation slower, riskier and less effective. Zelensky The US has always supported us. We are very grateful to the White House, but Biden couldn't end the war. I'm confident President Trump can. I believe this will be the key difference between them, he said in an interview with Newsmax.
This is the difference. Most importantly, I do not want to criticize anyone. I am grateful to America for all the help during this war. America has supported us, and I have always said, we are grateful to the White House, grateful for the bipartisan support. It was there, and I am very grateful that it continues. But President Biden was not able to end this war. I am confident that President Trump can do it. I think that will be the main difference.
The European Commission has proposed a 100 billion fund for Ukraine within the EU's long-term budget for 2028-2034. Ursula von der Leyen announced the plan in Brussels, marking a massive financial commitment to Ukraine's recovery and integration. As a result of the night Russian shelling, Vinnytsia, Dnipropetrovsk, Kharkiv and Odessa regions were affected, with an emphasis on energy infrastructure. In Kryvyi Rih, electricity supply is being restored. 515 people, including a child, were injured. One of the targets of Russia's night attack on Ukraine was energy infrastructure, said Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, reacting to another enemy attack. The aftermath of the night Russian shelling is being eliminated. Vinnytsia, Dnipro, Kharkiv and Odessa regions were under the main attack, Zelensky wrote on social media. One of the targets was, in particular, energy infrastructure. Currently, efforts are being made to restore everything in Kryvyi Rih. Electricity supply will be restored today. Unfortunately, 15 people were injured, including one child. Everyone is receiving the necessary medical care, Zelensky pointed out. The United States and Ukraine are considering a deal that would allow the supply of American weapons in exchange for battle-tested Ukrainian drones. The New York Times reported on this. In an exclusive interview on Wednesday, Zelensky said that his latest talks with Trump focused on a breakthrough deal that would allow the United States and Ukraine to mutually strengthen their aerial technology, with the Ukrainian side offering its combat experience gained over 3 years of war with Russia. The American people need these technologies. They should be in your arsenal. I think this is a real mega deal, mutually beneficial, Zelensky said. Volodymyr Zelensky is also in talks with other North Atlantic Alliance countries such as Denmark, Norway and Germany on this issue. The media notes that this agreement could provide invaluable support to the US military, as industry experts and officials have repeatedly raised the alarm about the technological blind spot in the field of drones and unmanned warfare. We all know one thing: we are not giving the American soldier what he needs to survive in modern warfare. If we had to go to war tomorrow, would we have everything we need? No. Trent Emeneker, project manager for autonomous systems at the Defense Innovation Unit, stated in an interview with the New York Times. These problems became apparent during a 4-day military exercise that the Pentagon held last month in Alaska. The soldiers repeatedly failed to destroy the prototyped drones. Some of them failed to take off at all, and one of those that did take off hit the wrong target. The potential mega deal is being discussed amid a new order by US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to simplify bureaucratic procedures in the production of American drones. The Pentagon memo emphasizes the need to catch up with the pace of military UAV production, which is growing rapidly around the world. While our adversaries have been producing millions of cheap drones, we have been mired in bureaucratic red tape. But that's over, Hegseth said. Belgium has contributed EUR 140 million to the International Air Defense Initiative Fund. Defense Minister Theo Franken stated this, according to the Belgian media HNL. During a parliamentary report, the defense minister stated that this year the government is contributing $140 million to a project supporting Ukrainian air defense at the request of the German foreign and defense ministers. He added that the Belgian Air Force is ready to deploy its A400M military transport aircraft to provide logistical support for the initiative. Founded by Germany, the IAAD initiative is designed to mobilize the financial capabilities of EU and NATO countries, including Belgium, Canada, the Netherlands, Denmark, Lithuania, Norway and France. It has made it possible to quickly provide Ukraine with effective air and missile defense systems, not through long-term production, but through rapid deliveries of existing systems and ammunition from the participating countries' stockpiles. The project also coordinates procurement financing through intergovernmental contracts. In May, Theo Franken partially disclosed plans to transfer military aid for 2025, announcing the delivery of 20 Cerber air defense systems to Ukraine. There is no information about the mysterious anti-aircraft system of this name. It is possible that this is a supply of missile systems based on the 70mm FZ-275 LGR laser-guided missile, which operates on the same principle as the US APCAPs. Due to its relatively low cost, mass production capability and technical characteristics, the FZ-275 LGR is well suited to intercept drone attacks. Belgium also plans to deliver the first two F-16 fighter jets to the Ukrainian Air Force this year and two more next year. We promised to become the largest supplier of F-16s to Ukraine. And here, of course, we will keep our words. Two F-16s will be delivered this year for spare parts, and two additional aircraft will be delivered next year. We really hope that there will be more, but we are waiting for the F-35. There are no delays on our part, the Wever said. According to him, as soon as Belgium receives the F-35 aircraft, it can immediately transfer F-16s to Ukraine. In total, the Belgian government has decided to transfer 30 F-16 combat aircraft.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.